Great morning, business owners and managers, and welcome to another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. I'm your host, Wess Walters, and on every single CX in the Morning, I bless you with customer service tips, customer experience tricks, and I leave you with gems. And by gems, I mean actionable takeaways that you can implement at the speed of now. Immediately after this broadcast, you will be able to take what you've learned and share it with your team and your business, making your team and your business better. You will learn the importance of implementing an awesome customer experience and how that affects the bottom line. And that by itself, my friend, is pretty awesome. That's why this is awesome TV. So how it's hump day, Wednesday. How is everyone's week going so far? It's half of the week. You should be definitely halfway completed with your goals. Miss Dorsey is in the building. Great morning, Miss Dorsey. How are you? How has the week been so far? It's half of the week. You should have been completed half of your goals. Are you at half of your goals right now? Because what I've learned is it's hard to keep up, but it's harder to catch up. Where are you with your goals, Miss Dorsey? Where are you? Let me know where you are with your goals. Where are you with your goals? Let's see, where's Miss Dorsey with her goals? No, there's a slight delay. It's all good. It is all good. All right, so there's a delay. Miss Dorsey is obviously typing in where she are with her goals, knocking them out off by one. What? You hear that? Obviously, this is someone who wakes up early. You don't accomplish and knock your goals out by 1 o'clock p.m. by getting up at 10. You don't do that. Early to rise, the early bird gets the worm. We learned that in preschool. So Miss Dorsey is tapping into her Head Start curriculum, right? Team Head Start. Hey, I'm an alum from Head Start. So, hey, I love Head Start, right? But anyway, let's get into, as you can see, the name of the topic of the show is how to fix a culture of mediocrity. How do you fix a culture of mediocrity, right? And this came from again, like I said, there is never a shortage of content. There's never a time where I'm like, man, what am I going to talk about on the show tomorrow? All I have to do is leave my house and just content just comes to me, right? Just visit a business and I can, my CX radar is like, this could be worked on, this could be fixed. But anyway, so I needed an item from Walmart, right? Now, this is not the normal Walmart that I go to, but I needed it right away. So I pulled out my handy dandy Samsung and I'm like, hey, closest Walmart near to me. And I realized, I forgot, because I used to visit this Walmart years ago. And I totally forgot that, because I moved to another side of town and no longer supported this Walmart. So went to this Walmart and proves to me why I stopped going to this Walmart, right? So I went to the Walmart, and as usual at this Walmart, there are 5,000 cash registers, but they have 2 cashiers open. Another reason why I stopped going to this Walmart. So, I mean, literally 5,000, I would venture to say 5 million cash registers with 2 cashiers, right? All right, so now, of the 2 cashiers that were working, I saw that one had a line. Let me share my screen so that, because I like to, people remember images. I'm an image person as well. So there we go. So as you can see, there was a line. And as you can see, the sister right here, her light is off, right? And I happened to get in the 2 registers that was open. One was a regular. And if you can zoom in, this says speedy checkout, 20 items or less. I know it's kind of small if you're watching this on a mobile device, but trust me on this. This says speedy checkout, 20 items or less. So I got into the 20 items or less because I was just picking up something quick and in and out, right? So I'm in this line and I see her light is off. And this has happened to me before where I've been in a line and then I get up to the register only to be disappointed. She was like, well, my light, I'm closed. Didn't you see my light is off? So you watch me for 30 minutes in the line. Then I get in there, like, well, my light is off. So just out of respect, I was like, you know what? I don't want this to happen to me again. So I walked around and I said, hey, excuse me, miss. I saw that your light is off, but the line is still full. Are you closed or you open? Tell me what's going on. So she says, yeah, I'm open, but my light is off because I'm getting off at 3. So, I looked at my watch. It was like 2:15. And I was like, huh? I said, do you know it's 2:15? Yeah, but I'm getting off at 3. So my light is off. Hey, at that point, I just digressed and I said, okay. It's okay. I was like, so you asked, like, Wes, like, how is this happening? Now, first of all, does Walmart corporate, the ones in Arkansas, do they know this is happening? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Good morning, Naya. So we're talking about how do you fix a culture of mediocrity, right? So, but here is the thing. The managers that are in the back aisle, I guess what would be considered the foyer, that are roaming all of the 5,000 cash registers that are vacant, right? The managers that are roaming sees this, knows that she gets off at 3, know that it's 2:15, and nobody says, hey, put your lights on. So what does this tell me? This lets me know that this is part of the culture. This is accepted. If you get off at 3, it is okay to have your light off 45 minutes before you go home. True story. This is part of the culture. It's acceptable that, yeah, if you get off at 3, forget the customers that we're here to serve. Screw them. Forget the forget the customers that with their money that the business is generating, the revenue, are paying your wages. Screw the customers. It's all about me. I get off at 3 and my light is off at 2:45. That's how we do it at this Walmart. So I don't blame the cashier. This is a management problem. The culture at this Walmart is mediocrity. Doing just enough not to get fired, not just enough not to get promoted. Just cruising, show up, do 9 to 5, and I'm out. Or in this case, 7 to 3, and I'm out. A culture of mediocrity where management approves. This was approved by management because management, I'm not sure what you call that type of manager. I guess a floor manager that was roaming the cashiers. The manager that you can call to get something approved or whatever, or something removed. That manager saw her lights off and was like, all right, she gets off at 3. Now, I will be the first to say I have never worked at Walmart as a cashier. So maybe I should reach out before I jump to conclusions. Maybe I should reach out to Arkansas Walmart's headquarters in Arkansas and say, hey, if a cashier gets off at 3, is it okay for her to have her light off at 2:45? Walmart might say, yes, that's standard protocol. And then I would start going to Target because no, I don't think that's right. I would put my neck on the line and say Walmart headquarters would not approve of that. No way. Another example, I was in the mall with my daughter, and walking by a store that she would shop. I wouldn't go there, right? And pulled up, and so the mall closes at 9. Now, again, this was not a franchise. This is someone who just has a store where Soraya felt it would be a good idea to shop at. And I kid you not, 8:30, 8:30, 8:30, they are pulling the gate is halfway to. Man, I wish I had took a pic. I didn't want to be, so blatant and like most of my pictures that I take, like this picture that I shared with you in Walmart, it was like acting like I'm texting and quickly, you know what I mean? So this, hey, good morning, Chop Face. So this picture at in the mall, I didn't want to pull out my camera and be like, look, this is ridiculous. But at 8:30, they have the gate halfway down to let customers know we don't want you to come in. We don't want you to come in because at 9 o'clock on the dot, we want to be leaving. We want to be. Oh, I just got another example. Oh my God, another example. So at 9 o'clock, we don't close at 9, and so when I was growing up, so I used to work at a supermarket called Plaza Extra and Marina Market, right? I used to work at two supermarkets, Marina Market and Plaza Extra. And in both of those supermarkets, I think if I remember correctly, we closed at 10. 10 o'clock means that was the time we stopped seeing the customer that's paying our wages. The last customer at 9:59, that door was still unlocked. Customers who are paying our wages, who are keeping the lights on, can still come in at 9:59 because we are there to serve the customer. If there's a mother that needed Similac at 9:59, she could still come in and get Similac for her baby. If a mother needed Pampers for her baby at 9:59, she could still come in. And if she was pretty and she begged, please let me in at 10 o'clock, she probably would get in. With money, again, these are customers with money in their hands ready to make a transaction. So it must be a generational thing. When I was growing up, again, at the supermarkets that I worked at, here's a little, don't judge me. Here's a little fun fact. I even worked at a Long John Silver in college. The transition, the metamorphosis, the renaissance of Wess Walters, right? Yes, Wess Walters was a cashier at Long John Silver. Yes. Anyway, but anyway, even when I was a cashier at Long John Silver, if we closed at 10, we didn't start breaking down at 9:15. No, 10 o'clock was the time the last customer was allowed to be served. Now, we would clean up and be out of there by 11. But the business was closed at 10. It didn't mean you started closing the business at 9:15 so that you could be leaving at 10. So another example, because I drink a lot of coffee, which I'm not supposed to, right? Go to because this is a bad experience. I'm not gonna list the name of the brand or the company. So coffee, go to get some coffee, and I'm immune to regular coffee. I need espresso, right? So now here's a little thing. Here's a little fact. Only the coffee makers know. Only the coffee makers know. Good morning, Kendall. Only the coffee drinkers know that the espresso machines are obviously harder to clean. I've learned this because I drink a lot of coffee. They're harder to clean, so they start cleaning the espresso machine, and they take longer to clean. The coffee makers take longer to clean, so they start cleaning the coffee makers early so that they can get out of there. So coffee shop closes at 10. You get there at 9. They're going to quickly tell you there's no espresso. Guaranteed. So go to test this out. If you don't like espresso, just take one for the team. Take one for the team. Great morning, Lester. We're talking about how to deal with the culture of mediocrity. So if you want to do this, take one for the team. Just order an espresso. I'll send you the $5 Cash App, right? Go there. If the coffee shop closes at 10, go there at 9:30 and ask for espresso, an extra shot of espresso. They're going to say, there's no espresso. No, it doesn't mean there's no espresso. It means that they have began cleaning the espresso machine. For some reason, espresso machines take longer to clean. So if you go, as I went to this coffee machine consistently, to this coffee shop, I cannot get a double shot of espresso after 9 o'clock. So I have to drive 2 exits down. Now there's another coffee shop, same brand, that loves customers and know that they are here to serve customers and that the customer's money is paying their wages, and they have a spirit of service. So 9:59, you can pull up. I need a double shot of espresso. Here it is. This company likes money. This company values their customers. So I have to drive 2 exits for that. So my point is, either it's a generational difference that when I was growing up and we were working, the business closes at 10, you was not expected to leave at 10. Like, these young people have lost their mind. Miss Dorsey, if you're still watching, you have a beauty supply store. If you closes at, like I'm assuming you guys close at 8, do your team think that they're leaving at 8? Like, oh, my ride is here at 8:05? Like, is this something? This must be a new thing. Like, this is like a 25 and younger thing. Like, business closes at 10, 10:05, my ride is here. No, the business closes at 10. You're probably going to leave at 11. You got to clean up. We stop serving customers at 10. Not we leave at 10. So 9:15, I'm closing down. Like, are you kidding me? And again, I don't blame the employees. The team players are not responsible. This is happening under management watch. This is a culture of mediocrity. This is allowed. But am I making it? Lester is a young old head. Lester, when you were growing up and you were working, your job said, we close at 9. Your mama didn't pick you up at 9:05. No. You got to sweep up. You got to clean the bathrooms. You got to restock the paper towel in the bathrooms. You got to make sure the business looks ready for tomorrow morning. These young people is like, look, we close at 10. Lester agrees. Lester's like, if you leave, Lester's like, look, you got to clean up and get the business ready for tomorrow morning. Not we close at 10, 10:05, I'm out. Again, this is only happening because again, the management is allowing it. Anyway, again, a culture of mediocrity. Moving along. So yesterday was my daughter's birthday. We went to a restaurant for her birthday, and yeah, Lester agrees. Minimum 1 hour. So if you close at 10, you don't expect to leave until 11. It's a given. Even at the prestigious restaurant Red Lobster, when I was working there, again, we are older. This is a generation. I'm assuming this is a generation. Maybe the managers are younger. The managers is like, I want to be out of here at 10:05 too. I don't know. It was expected the Red Lobster closes at 11. We're going to sweep up, clean up, restock salt and pepper, wipe down, clean, have Red Lobster ready for lunch in the morning. The morning crew that came in didn't have to deal with that. That was part of the night's crew. Anyway, moving along, we went to dinner yesterday to Soraya's birthday, and this is a restaurant that I've visited before, so I know what's on the menu, right? So I ordered an appetizer that normally comes with a dipping sauce. Brought it, no dipping sauce. No dipping sauce. So I'm heated because I like my little fish bits with the dipping sauce. This is a special dipping sauce, right? No dipping sauce. So you know me, I'm pissed. So I said, hey, don't jump to conclusions. Let's see if she brings a dipping sauce later. It's coming. So halfway through my appetizer, I realized dipping sauce is not coming. I'm like, excuse me, miss. Hey, why didn't you give me the dipping sauce? I'm used to it comes with a dipping sauce. Oh, she didn't expect me to know that it comes with dipping sauce because she didn't recognize my face. She's like, he is new. So I had to ask for the dipping sauce, and she had to tell me, oh, we're out of the dipping sauce. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a brick and mortar restaurant, if you have any business and you have a product or service that comes with, if this pen comes with free stickies, if the purchase of a pen and it comes with free stickies and you're out of stickies, you let the customer know first before the customer has to bring it to your attention. Your tip goes down. The customer's confidence in you goes down. It seems that you are hiding something. It seems that you're lying. It seems that you're not being truthful. All of those things, because the customer had to bring it to you before you brought it to the customer. And I swear, these are the things that I feel should be like common knowledge. But I cannot get upset and I cannot feel this is common knowledge because I teach customer service, and maybe I am wired to think these things, and I understand a lot of people are not. So I have to, before I get upset, I have to be like, don't get upset, just teach to others. So the ones who are watching, again, if you have a drink, this is a smoothie. So the stuff that you're seeing in it is smoothie. This is pineapples and all that stuff, right? Don't freak out. If you have a smoothie that comes with a pretty umbrella, okay? I am used to the umbrella because I give it to my little kid and he likes the umbrella, I give it to my little daughter and she takes the umbrellas and give it to her Barbie, right? So I'm used to buying this drink when we go out to have father-daughter dates. I buy the adult beverage with an umbrella, and my daughter looks forward to the umbrella for her Barbies. If you are out of umbrellas, tell the customer before the customer asks about the little umbrella. That waitress was betting on the fact that I had never been to the restaurant. Newsflash, I have. I frequent the restaurant. So I know it comes with a dipping sauce. Yet I had to ask. So what else? Here's what the customer is thinking. What else is she hiding? What else is she keeping from me? What else is she withholding? What else? Again, a culture of mediocrity. Culture of mediocrity. And finally, at the same restaurant last night, got there late dining in, and it was slow because, again, I frequent the restaurant. It was slow. So I'm thinking we're going to get our food in and out. 1 hour max, we're going to be in and out. No, man, it took forever. And why? It's not that the kitchen was backed up. It's because when I looked around, there was no team involvement. The waitresses, even who are not on my team, who were not serving me, the food runners, were sitting around on their phone in sight of the customers. I could see them in the lobby on their phones, talking, chilling, talking about whatever is popular on television. I don't know. I don't watch television. Talking about, their favorite rapper, not paying attention to detail and seeing that, hey, I drink a lot of water. My water is empty. Not running food as they're supposed to be. I mean, just chilling. And again, it's probably, I would venture to say, had 6 parties. 6. So 5 plus my party. And it took forever on a slow Tuesday night. Again, a culture of mediocrity. So how do you deal? You're like, Wes, yeah, we get it. How do you deal with a culture of mediocrity? Well, I'm glad you asked. You start, first of all, Kendall, not good business. You start, first of all, with the onboarding process. Here's what I recommend. And this is a philosophy that I got from the Ritz-Carlton. The Ritz hires slowly. A lot of restaurants, if we need to fill a position, they look at the resume. Hey, you're hired. When can you start? The Ritz hires slowly. You get one interview, and some of these interviews are 30 days apart. Then if you pass that interview, you get another interview with another group of people. And then after that, then another interview. You got 3 interviews at the Ritz. And here's why. Because you can put on an act for your first interview. Anyone can, put an act on and play the part for one interview. But when you spread it out over 90 days, sometimes it's not 90 days. Maybe sometimes it's 100, maybe it's sometimes 60 days. But they're going to spread it out over 2 months. Your true authentic self is going to come out and it's going to present itself in one of those 3 interviews. You can't, I don't care if you're Denzel Washington, you cannot act that well. Your true self is going to come. And that's what the Ritz are looking for in those 2 subsequent interviews. The first interview is like, hey, you got into the door. Let this person talk enough to rule themselves out. The fact that you got in the door, chances are you're winning. Like most of the people who get through the front door, you're pretty much going to talk yourself out of the job. At the Ritz, once you get through the first interview, the other 2 interviews are you talking yourself out of the job. The Ritz knows that if you let this person talk long enough, they're going to reveal who they really are. They're going to reveal how they feel about same-sex marriages. They're going to reveal how they feel about Black people. They're going to reveal how they feel about white people. They're going to reveal how they feel about Italians. They're going to reveal how they feel about immigrants. They're going to let this person talk long enough. That's what I've learned. If you ever encounter a fool, just let them talk. Fools always, like, you ain't got to say much with fools. Like, intelligent people, you got to go back and forth. Fools, you state your facts and you let them run their mouth. You ain't got to, like, conversations with hot-headed fools are the easiest things. Like, this ain't a debate. Like, I don't debate with inferiors. I teach. Like, a fool come, like, no. At the Ritz, after the 2 second interviews are only there for you to rule yourself and proving that you do not blend well with the Ritz culture. You have hate in your heart. You don't like white people. You don't like Black people. You don't like immigrants. You don't like gay people. Yo, at the Ritz, that's not allowed in the culture. So if you have a problem with gay people, if you have a problem with others that don't look like you, you will not work at the Ritz. And that's what I encourage you as a business owner as well to implement. This hiring fast because you need to fill a gap is going to hurt you in the long run. Because if you hire the wrong toxic employee, it's going to spread to the other employees. You're going to do more damage. So the hiring process, if it's not 90 days, if you don't have that window, at least 60 days, it should be 3 interviews in 3 interviews over 2 months. Yeah. You're like, 2 months? Yes, trust me. Because that person can only, like, eventually, listen, I could put enough 3-piece suits on all day. I could wear 3-piece suits when, like, if you watch some of my older broadcasts, I used to come suited and booted in my Sunday best. I mean, long sleeve shirt, dress shirt, tie, cufflinks. Listen, in my first broadcast, if you go back, obviously you can't see beneath my waist, but I would have a suit. The pants would be matching the suit and Stacey Adams shoes. Listen, I promise you, in my first broadcast, I would be dressed like I'm going to church. Like, suit, cufflinks, shoe. Like, I have alligator Stacey Adams on and nobody can see. But eventually, my authentic self comes out. You're like, this brother likes polo. Yes. Eventually, if you let the person go long enough, their authentic selves is going to come out. Polo to the floto. You already know, though. Polo to the floto. You already know, though. Yeah, eventually you're going to find out that this guy likes polo. All that 3-piece suit stuff was nonsense. Oh, Miss Thirsty made a comment. I actually did this to hire my staff. 2 months, 3 interviews. Didn't even know I was mimicking the great brand. Team Dorsey for the win. Listen, everybody read that. Those on Instagram. Let me let you see this. This is what Miss Dorsey said. I actually did this to hire my staff. 2 months, 3 interviews. Didn't even know I was mimicking the great brands. There you go, Miss Dorsey. See, success leaves clues. So this sister here was doing it. They didn't even know that this is what Ritz does. And I'm sure even though she was opening a brand new store, even though she needed hires, in taking that 2 months, she got better candidates. True or not true? Let me know if that's true or not, that you probably got a better candidate by waiting those 2 months, because eventually it came out. The secret's out. That brother doesn't like wearing suits. He likes wearing polo. That brother likes wearing polo. Miss Dorsey, there's 2 Miss Dorseys in the building. How can you wait that long if you need help ASAP? As a business owner, you have to foreshadow. Hey, I don't want to sound cliche, but as a business owner, you got to be playing chess, not checkers. There is nothing as a business owner. Great question, by the way, Miss Dorsey. Are you related to the other Miss Dorsey? Is this your daughter, Miss Dorsey? I don't know. But anyway, you guys have 2 great names, 2 same last name. So the question is, how can you wait that long if you need help ASAP? You ask the existing team members to double up. You say, hey, look, team, you're solid. You're A1s. You say, hey, look, we are short staff. I need you guys. I'm going to need the team. To double up and carry the extra weight. Yes, we might have to work an extra hour early. You're going to be compensated with overtime. I'm going to need you to go a little harder, a little deeper, because we need to fill this gap. Ask the team to do that, and you're going to really see who are the A1s who are really down for the cause. You're going to really see the ones who have a vested interest in, like, I want to see this business win. That's how you do that. In the meantime, that's how you do that. Because if hey, we need somebody quickly. Hey, here's another way. You need somebody quickly, get a temp agency. Get a temp, but not a permanent hire. You need someone quickly. It takes time. You do not want to listen. You can bring one rogue. Let me look at you. One rogue employee. One, not 2, just one rogue employee can sabotage your entire operation. And this is delayed stuff. So by the time you realize, oh, John is the bad person, there is a trickle-down effect. So John sabotaging, John taking his cup to pour water on your keyboard when you're not looking. You don't see that right away. That happens late, like it's a trickle-down effect. So when you realize, oh, it's John that's been doing it. John has poured water on 17 keyboards. By the time you realize John is the problem, John has poured water inside the operating system, the computer. And John has stolen products. And John has said, hey, don't come here. They don't know what they're doing. My cousin got a business down the street. Go there. By the time you catch John, that's what happens. By the time you realize John is the bad apple, John has contaminated a lot of other bad apples. The other team players used to say, we and us, they start saying they and them. They have removed themselves from being part of the business. So the way you deal with that, the question was, great question, Ms. Dorsey. How do you deal with that when you need help ASAP? Temp, hire temp, or the first thing you do is you reach out to your existing team and say, look, we had to fire Mary. I need all of us to double up and fill Mary's gap until we get the right person in here. We're not going to bring the wrong person in. That's how you deal with that. Great question. All right. So again, you deal with that with the onboarding and the hiring. The minimum 60 days to hire. Great question, Ms. Dorsey. Second is you hold your managers at a higher level than you do your regular team players. Because again, most of this stuff is happening under the manager's watch. This is not like the managers are not aware of it. No, The Walmart example, the manager was strolling back and forth, seeing this person lights off at 2:15, and she gets off. Oh, Ebony gets off at 3. Her lights off at 2:15. Approved. This is yeah. So this is happening under management watch. So you got to hold your managers at a higher level, because the employees only going to do what the manager's allowed. And the other way how you deal with mediocrity is you constantly it's every day. It's called Kaizen, making the team sharper, letting them know that, hey, we have not arrived. Every level is the next level. Every level is the next level. Every level, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. You have never arrived. It's always a moving scale. Like whenever you feel, we are excellent. No, you're excellent at this level. This is where the big boys are. When you get to that level, say, this is where the big boys are. You're always fine-tuning, always making it better. Always fine-tuning, always making it better. So that's it, man. That's it. This was going to be a quick show. Again, you don't want to have a culture. Miss Coach Coco Chenille, how you doing? You're going to have to watch the replay. We're coming to an end. We're talking about how to deal with the culture of mediocrity. So again, Miss Dorsey, T. Dorsey, the original Miss Dorsey says she's been implementing this forever. She takes about 2 months, 3 interviews. So salute to you. The other Miss Dorsey, definitely take note for what the first Miss Dorsey is doing. Don't rush. If you need help immediately, you need a position that needs to be filled. You know, you got the Mother's Day rush, the Valentine's Day rush, come in, the President's Day sale rush, come in. You get your team, you let them know, hey, we need everybody to take one for the team. You will be compensated with overtime, or you get some temporary labor is just bodies to fill the gap. This is just to stop the bleeding. Put some bodies there. Hey, you don't have to think. All I need you to do is bag groceries. That's it. Don't think. No, I don't need your input right now. I just need you as a body. And that's okay. There are individuals who, like, I know individuals who all they do is temp work. Like they have no ambition for no real job. Like, nah, I ain't doing no real job. Temp. So there are individuals that fill that need. But that's how you deal with that, Miss Tanisha Dorsey. Thank you for tuning in. You are a new viewer. I want to see you as a second-time offender. I want to see you on Friday. Great show, Wes. Thanks. I did learn a lot I can apply to my business for true. That's what I like to hear. Don't just watch, but learn something and implement it. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. If you need help with anything that you've just seen, anything, if you need help implementing anything that you just saw, just simply go to Work with Wes, and my team and I will give you a free customer experience audit. And we'll show you, you will share with us what your goals are. We will share with you what we do, how we do it, and how we can help you achieve those goals in the quickest time possible. If you're a business owner, manager, this is where you want to be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you, yes, beauty supply owner, you're a beauty supply store owner, Miss Dorsey and Miss Dorsey. Miss Dorsey, meet the other Miss Dorsey. She is a beauty supply store owner as well. Miss Dorsey is also a beauty supply store owner. Very interesting. Well, this is where I need you to be every Monday, Wednesday. The first Miss Dorsey, tell her this is where she needs to be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. See, there he goes. The other Mrs. Dorsey is awesome. Oh, one of my inspirations. Oh, so you guys are not related, but you know each other. Hey, well, this Miss Dorsey, you need to tell this Miss Dorsey, this is where she needs to be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, because this Miss Dorsey gets a lot of gems and it helps her business. So this is where you want to be, Miss Dorsey. And they're both T. Dorseys. Oh my God, T. Dorseys for the win, right? But anyway, this is where you want to be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you are a business owner, manager, definitely share it with your team. So if you have lineup this morning before your team starts, Watch the replay, share the replay, have the replay playing in the breakout room. Just have it on loop on the breakout. If you go to YouTube, you can watch it on YouTube and put it on repeat and just watch it. Have it flowing in the back. As they walk in, they hear a gem. As they walk out, they don't have to sit and watch it. Have it on repeat in YouTube in the breakout room. So when they walk in, they might just grab a gem, one gem, and they keep it moving. And that's all they need. If they implement one gem per day, you will see the change in the trajectory of your business. So let's put it on YouTube on repeat. That's it. Anyway, share this with all other business owners, all other managers. And yeah, this is where they want to be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Boom, boom, boom. Dothan, Alabama for the win. I love Dothan. Dothan has some good seed. You never been to Dothan? Dothan has good food. I love Dothan, Alabama. But anyway, again, share it with all business owners. And if you need help with your customer experience, definitely just go to workwithwess.com. Definitely go to workwithwess.com, and my team and I would gladly help you. You guys have a great day. I love you guys, and see you on Friday. Peace. Oh, there's another comment. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. It was my absolute pleasure. I want to see you back on Friday. All right. Peace.